Welcome students of standard 10. Today I am going to discuss linear search. What is searching basically? Searching in an array means trying to locate an element present in an array. There are different searching techniques, and one of the searching technique is linear search technique. Linear search technique, also known as a sequential search technique. In this type of searching technique, the values or the data items that is to be searched is compared with all the elements present in the array. If it is found, it prints or displays the array element along with its position. Here position means index plus 1. Otherwise, it displays a suitable error message, like for example, invalid search, search failed, or the element not in the list, or the number not in the list, or the name not in the list, etc. etc. One of the advantages of linear search is that it works in case of both sorted arrays as well as unsorted arrays. However, it has a demerit also. It is an inefficient searching technique. An inefficient searching technique means that it consumes a lot of time and involves greater number of comparisons, especially if the element to be searched is found towards the end of the array. If it is at the beginning, it's fine, but if it is at the end, it is a time-taking searching technique. So let us understand the working of linear search technique in a program. Here we have a question. The question is, write a program to accept 10 integers in an array called A, search for a particular integer as accepted by the user using linear search technique. If found, print the integer along with its position, that means, as I said again, that is index plus 1 in the array. Otherwise, print search failed. So let us see the example over here, the program. This is the program here. Take an array, there is a class name lsearch, it's an integer part. Scanner s equal to new scanner, int a equals to new int 10. Since it is 10 over there, so we will write the dimension as 10. Then accept the value. This is the value entry. For int I equals to 0 I less than 10 I plus plus, ai is equal to sc dot next int. So this is how we accept an array. Okay. Then after having accepted, then here the linear search begins. And when you want to search, that means you have to search for a particular item in the array. So accept that item. Here system will print and enter a value to be searched. Int x. So x we are going to search in the array. Int x is equal to sc dot next int. Take two variables. One is pos. Pos means the position, which means index plus 1. Here I is representing the index. Flag is a variable, is a status variable that will help us to understand whether we have found that element or not. So this status variable will either be 0 or 1. The moment if it is 1, it shows that yes, we have got the element. So here the loop continues for int I equal to 0 less than 10. If x is equals to ai, then pos equal to I plus 1. That's why I said I represents index, so index plus 1. Flag becomes 1, and then there is no need of continuing. Because the more we continue, the more there will be comparisons. So why to continue once we have already found the element? Break from the loop. So the moment you write break over here, it breaks out from the loop, checks. If flag equals to 1, as I said, flag is a status variable. If it is 1, that shows that we have already got the the values in the array. So if flag equals to 1, the system will print x is found at position pos. Otherwise, system will print search fail. So this is one of the questions over here. Let's move on to the next one. Next question. Look at this question. This is based on string. The previous one was integer. Now this is your string based. Write a program to accept 20 names of metros. Metro means metro cities of India into an array called A. search for a particular metro city name using linear search technique. If found, print a metro name that is along with its position in the array. Otherwise, print a message. Now, the message is given in the question, invalid search. That means this is the message that you have to, you have to write. So here what we have, what happens here is, again the same thing here, that is, accept the array. First declare the array as A, as string type. Then accept the value in the array. That is AI equal to SC dot next line. You can also write next. If it is a word, you can use next. If it is a group of words, you write next line. Then comes the linear search. It is here that in case of string, please be careful what is to be used. Linear search begins. System of println enter a metro name to be searched. String x is equal to SC dot next line, or even next also you can write. Same way, pause for position, flag is 0. For int I equal to 0, I less than a dot length, or this is also called 20 because 20 is mentioned over there, so write 20. If it is not mentioned, you can simply write a dot length. If now look at here, at this point of time, you have to be very careful as to, with the reference to string. With the reference to string, we use one of the functions of a string called equals ignore case, where I is capital, C is capital. It is a one word made up of three words: equals, ignore, and case. Okay. So this is a function of a string class to check the equality. So you cannot write double equal to sign with a reference to string. With string, you have to make use of, in linear search, you have to make use of equals ignore case function. So here, if x dot equals ignore case ai, close, then pause is equals to ai, the flag equals to 1, and same thing, break. The moment you break, what happens here? Flag equals to 1, you check. If it is so, if it is true, then print, that is x is found at the position there, pause, otherwise it will print invalid search. Okay, so this is another type of question, that is the string part. Now we move on to the next one, which combines both the integer as well as the string. Look at this question here. Write a program to accept the names and marks of 20 students in two separate arrays called n and m respectively. Search for a particular name in the array. If present, print the student name along with his or her corresponding marks. Otherwise, display a suitable error message. Now look at here, I have taken as an example, I cannot take for 20, so I took just 5 of them. So the names are M, P, A, D, B, and the marks are respectively written over there, corresponding marks. M is having 90, P is having 89, A has 75, D has 46, and B has 98. Now here what happens is, when I am executing the program, I want to execute this way. Enter name to be searched. Suppose I want to search for D. What about D? Like, what is the, whether D is present in it or not, in the array or not? If it is so, then what happens? It should print, that is 46. Suppose if I write over there E, where E is not there, so it will give us invalid search. That kind of a message we are going to print. So since D is here, so name is D and corresponding marks is 46. This will be the output that we are going to print. So look at here, the program. There will be two arrays, where one will be string type, name, and marks will be int type. So here, on the basis of name, we are searching. Please remember. So the key field name is name. So on the basis of name. So we have to understand which field that we are taking as a basis. So that becomes a key field. So on the basis of key field, we are going to search. So here the key field is name. So declare them as 20, accept them as well. Ni equal to SC dot next line, Mi equal to SC dot next int. Thereafter the searching begins, the linear search begins here. Enter the name to be searched. String x equal to SC dot next line, or even next, you can also write. Now what we are doing is, we cannot take the position. The moment if I take position, what happens is, there may be a problem in the marks. Okay, so that's what we are doing is, I have taken one variable called IPOS. That is, IPOS means index position. So we will take only the index, we will not store the position right here. So please be careful. IPOS equal to 0, flag equals to 0. For int I equal to 0, I less than 20 I plus plus. If x dot equals ignore case ni, then IPOS is equal to not I plus 1, it will be, because it is index, so it will take only I, flag equals to 1, and then break. And thereafter what happens is, the moment we take a break, the control flows out of the block, that is of the loop. Then if flag equals to 1, system.out.println name is X and the corresponding marks is M and then I pause. So here, otherwise it is going to print this thing what you call name is not in the list or X is not in the list, some kind of a message. Error message will be displayed, or simply we will write over there, since it's written suitable error message, so I can write any error message of the choice. So here what happens is, here the I pause is here. That is I pause stand over here. I pause is here 0, 1, 2 and 3. And then you have a 4. So what happens here is I pause, that means the value of I will get stored in this. In fact, this is I also. So I will get stored into I pause. So here it is I pause is equals to I, that is the meaning over here. So when I is equal to 3, 3 will get stored into I pause. So N3 is D and M3 is 46. This is how the answer that you get as an output. Okay. So I hope that you have understood this particular part of the topic. In case you want to ask anything, any clarification, any doubt that you have, please don't hesitate to ask. And please also solve the assignment that is given along with the videos. Alright, so take care of yourselves and be safe. God bless all of you. Thank you.